They feel like if they bring the information to Lagos State to be analyzed, right, by the police to be investigated or to be forensic, Lagos will not do it. So they feel like, okay, we'll take it to Abuja to a higher, to FCID headquarters. All right. So now they reported it to Abuja as a crime. That look at this development. This is a crime. Okay. And we have discussed or submitted this to Lagos State, and they are doing nothing about it. Then that command now will now say, okay, don't worry, we will go through it. Okay, we will investigate it first to see the correctness, the validity of this information. So, and in the process of them investigating it, they may even call Lagos Command. Hey, what's up? This case is on your table, right? Do we have this case? Do you have this case on your table? What happened? Tell us about this case. Because they are superior. We have that is where the IG is. You know, the #1 command of the Nigerian police force, right? The DIG, or the DIG controlling all the zones. They will call that, hey, what's up with this case? Then those zones will give them a report. Then they will see whether there's any discrepancy. Then at that point, then Abuja, will be the one to request for the case to be brought to them. You see, they are the one that will request for the case to be transferred. They will tell them everything about the case, because when there's a case, a file is open in your name, all the record will be going in. Any new thing they find, they will put it in the file. So they will want to even see everything. What have you guys done? How did you guys started? To even fault them. They will request for everything. Bring it to them. Not that a part of the case will be going in Lagos, a part of it will be going in Abuja. That is a whole different case. The Mohbad case is not transferred from Lagos to Abuja. It's just a case that was reported to Abuja. Part of Mohbad case was reported in Abuja. And it is still under investigation in Abuja. Put it like that. But don't say Mohbad case has been transferred from Lagos to Abuja. Otherwise, we will not have any case related to Mohbad will be halted. There will be an injunction to stop that case. Because there's a superior command working on it. Okay, so that is what I perceive going on. A case was reported to Abuja. Not that Abuja, and when a case is reported as a crime, Abuja too will do its own investigation, forensic, everything. When Abuja conclude and Abuja find out that yes, truly, this is an enormous evidence as regard this ongoing case that is being investigated in Lagos, then Abuja will now do the necessary by calling them. If Abuja see that they are playing with the case, Abuja will now call either the CP of Lagos State that let that case be sent to them, and they will send that case file to Abuja. Then everything about Mohbad case will be halted in Lagos. It will continue in Abuja. Okay, so I don't know whether that answers you, Sazon. Sazon, on the side of very wicked lady, what she was doing was very, very wrong, and I hope she will regret all the things. She may not regret it, but anyway, let me not just say that. Okay, everybody have their mindset. I don't want to over deliberate on her. But the thing she was doing so wrong, and even the thing African TV was doing so wrong, okay, was this. It's common sense. Let me test you now. Sazo, please unmute. I want to test your common sense. Unmute. 3 seconds video was sent to Yomi, right?
Yes.
They told Yomi there exists a longer version, right? That there exists a longer version,
yes.
Right? Would you love to see the longer version?
Sure, for 100%.
Okay. Do you think there should be an investigation to unravel the longer version?
Sure, yes.
Now, this is where I have issues with African TV. He said, there's nothing, everything has been deleted. Forget about it. Sure you understand? He said it's been deleted. Why are you worried? Just because it's been deleted, does that mean they cannot retrieve it? In any working country in the world, everybody will be crying out for it to be retrieved. Bring it back. Do you understand? And when you even tell me that very wicked lady was against Yomi, on what ground? Did she contribute money to Yomi? No. What does her being against Yomi or not being against Yomi? What does that amount to? So you understand? She's not going to Yomi platform. She's not a Yomi follower. She has her own platform and she has her own people like who believe in her. She will just end up convincing her people not to contribute to Yomi or not to trust Yomi. That is just all. No other thing that she can do. She's only responsible for her platform and people who trust in her judgment. So you get. And if she has more people who trust in her, then so be it. But if she doesn't have more people who trust in her, one, for you to win people's trust, you have to provide something convincing. Like me now, I'm asking you, do you think that 3-second video is worth investigating? Do you think police should report on it? Yes. Common sense say yes. But they will keep telling you no. Their reasons for not supporting Yomi is baseless. Now I ask them, do you like the way Yomi Fabiyi is doing conference? You know, is popularizing this case. Do you love it? Yomi Fabiyi is going to the police, speaking with the #1 police of Lagos State, addressing Mohbad case in front of them. Do you love it? They may not answer you. Do you support it? They may not answer you.
Okay, Papariano.
Because once you say you support it, you have supported Yomi then. Go on.
Okay. At the beginning, even very wicked lady was supporting Mr. Yomi. The point that even me and some of us changed was when he said there is a arrest warrant for Wunmi. Then we started doubting it after he said, oh, Wunmi did not answer to the warrant because she knows that if he come at Friday, they arrest her, she will not be out until Monday. Then we started saying, Mr. Yomi, is that your own problem? You should not be giving excuses for Wunmi. Let her come. And we started saying after 1 week, we said, okay, let's wait 1 week. 1 week, if they did not arrest Wunmi, then we will know that it's a false. And till now, we are right on that. That was the reason people started like bashing us. I told them,
no, please, no. That was not the reason, please. That's not the reason. Nobody.
To me, that was the reason.
No, please, Sazo, please. Don't try to make up things that are not there. I will not let that happen.
Like how?
Everybody.
I'm not like that, Papariano.
Please wait. Everybody, when we heard that there was an arrest warrant on Wunmi, right? We were all waiting to see the warrant activated, right? We paused. We were waiting to see that. Okay, we said there's arrest warrant. Let us see. We're waiting until we didn't see arrest warrant and we got mad, right? Everybody got mad, not just you. Nobody was dragging anybody because there was warrant or no warrant. Nobody kept believing. All of us were saying that even on this platform, we were saying that when there's a warrant to arrest somebody, you publish it. You publish it. And we're saying that why did the police even show Yomi warrant? Police is not ought to show anybody warrant. Sure, you understand? We said all these things on this platform, and nobody was against it. That's why I'm saying that you should understand that their own developed into hate. Sure, you get their own. They should, like me now. I'm pointing out things I do not support about Yomi, things I support about him. I'm making it clear. Somebody cannot completely be rejected. There are some good part of them. Like me, I would follow what you're doing right and try to expand it and try to encourage you more on that area. While the areas which you are not doing so well, I would discourage you there by calling you out. When you see me come and say, Yomi, what is not what? Don't come and tell us who. Don't come and tell us who. Whatever is not happening there in the station, don't come and tell us. We are not your children. I have been complaining about this for a very long time. And people will say I'm double-faced. No, I'm not double-faced. I know Yomi is functioning on some areas, which when I see those things, I applaud him. But when I see other things he's doing to generate fund, I condemn it. Sure you get. Right? And that is the way, if I, like you, Salzo, who is here right now, there are some good things about you that you are doing. I will have to appreciate it, clap for you, make you do more. But the ones that are not right about you, do I have the right to call you out on those things? To stop you from doing those things?
Yes,
Yes.
you have right.
Exactly. But what they are doing is that, like, very wicked lady, we completely, like, stop, like, calling your me a name, like, advocating against him. You don't do that. You correct the man. You tell, for example, like, you will never see me now coming out here, putting there, your mate is a thief. No, I don't do those shit. It doesn't make sense. Sure you understand? It doesn't make sense.
But Papariano, on this issue now, someone even commented that it's not a false news. He said, the person said yesterday again they have confirmed it on Supreme platform. So what are you going to say about that?
Okay, I have made it clear again. I have done my own analysis. Okay, don't forget, I like to put 1 plus 1 together and do my science. What I see here, and I can bet my money on it. I can bet my money on the fact that Mohbad case, overall case from Lagos State has not been transferred to Abuja. Possibly a petition was sent to Abuja, 3 seconds video was sent, or any other piece of information that we are not privileged to might have been sent to Abuja for investigation. Because if they send it to Lagos, Lagos will jeopardize it, will destroy it. So they send it to Abuja so that Abuja can do forensic, can investigate it. Not because if the evidence is so clear and direct, well, it's Abuja taking time. Are you telling me that if I send a video when Mohbad head was taken out of his head, when Wunmi took his head out of his body, if I send to Abuja today, tomorrow they will not arrest Wunmi. Tomorrow they will arrest Wunmi. They will even do it. They will even waste time on it. But this one, since how many months? Since how many weeks now? It's because whatever they sent to Abuja is not clear yet. Abuja will not just come and take a case. They will see a new evidence. They will see something that will convince them. So, who sent anything to Abuja that is so convincing? Who has sent anything to Abuja that we know? Nobody. All right? It is Yomi that we know that last time in front of a house and said he has sent some document to Abuja, whatever. We don't know what is in the backup of that evidence. I don't know that. But my position is this. Whatsoever is not, Yomi, don't bring it to the public. Okay? Don't even talk about it. Because we will ask questions. If you come and tell us a case was transferred and we still see the case in Lagos, we'll ask you a question. We'll think you are lying. So don't even tell us, don't talk about it. Reserve, if they ask Yomi, was the case transferred? I don't know, forget about it. Because when you say it was transferred, we will be asking you, this case that is transferred, how far high about it? You see, you shoot yourself again. You shoot yourself on the leg. If a case is still under investigation in Abuja, don't be so excited already to conclude, oh, it has been done. No. Wait for a reasonable ground to be covered. If it's been investigated and a reasonable ground is being covered, you will see action. Police will publicize it. They don't work underground like you. Everything is a public case. It will not be happening underground. Do you understand? But because of some certain, immature mind, I see a lot of immature mind or unmatured mind in this J4N. They are just small thing like this. They will expand it, make it big. Oh, look at me before. I was the one before saying that Yeye Kuri doesn't have any evidence against spending. Neither Comrade Moses, neither boss man. Why did I say so? Why did I say that they don't have any evidence against spending? Do you know what is called an evidence?
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes. Go on.
Beside this Abuja case being transferred, because to me, I'm still not getting it. Because we still have two sides that have said this. So why is it just on Yomi, please? Respectfully, with all due respect,
Okay,
why
thank
is
you
it
very
only
much.
on Yomi?
That's a good question.
Or is
Yes.
that any other information that Yomi have brought before you know that it's not true?
Thank you very much. Yes. The reason why, when they said Supreme said this first, I was kind of shocked because I know that Supreme is not used to, okay, saying what is not what. She's not used to that. But there are so many different scenarios in which I, Papariano, I have suspected that Yomi is saying some things that is not the case. What is happening is something else, and he will come and say something. I personally have suspected that. So when I hear this again, you will not blame me. If Supreme is saying a case is transferred to Abuja, she has never said anything like that before. Okay, I'll be waiting to see. I'll be asking, if she say, I'll ask her, did you transfer it? How did you know? How did you know? I will want to get to the root of it. All right. But now, if Yomi Fabi is joining them and is claiming the credit, Yomi is claiming the credit. That is the difference. Sure, you understand? So now we have to focus on him. Okay, you are the one claiming the credit. Others who are saying it, they did not come and beat their chest to say they are the one sending anything or whatever. You are claiming the credit. So somebody who is claiming the credit will ask you, because he even bring up a screenshot, a WhatsApp chat between him and the police and his police. Okay, call the police, want to know what's up. We'll be asking him. Sure, you understand? If he doesn't claim that, okay, it's what I did that make this case transfer or whatsoever. I mean, if he to just say that, oh, me too, I heard that the case has been transferred, okay, like, I hope it's something, I hope they found something, Sure, you understand? There's a way you join a trend and nobody will focus on you. But again, the game in J4M, everybody want to take this glory. They want to take the trophy, and it's causing problem for them.
Papariano.
So you get.
Papariano, good morning and happy
Sunday. Can I just conclude, Mr.
Yes,
Rotimi?
conclude. Rotimi, please wait. Let's
my own conclusion.
No, don't conclude. Continue. Just continue. Clear your mind. You have the time. Clear your mind.
No, it's okay, Papariano. We'll not keep dragging it because I don't want people to see you as biased in this case. So that's why I'm trying to grill you to see my point.
Sazo, please wait. Sazo, please wait. Sazo. Please. There's nobody is cannot be queried here. If I can query other people, I can be queried. Okay. What you don't understand, please say. Let's say Papariano is biased. Prove that I'm biased. There have to be a proof.
Okay.
Yes, go on.
Okay. Like for me, if we have both sides saying that this case have been transferred to Abuja, I think if I were you, I will always come and ask both of them, why did you say this? Stop bringing false news, because in your submission, and you said you believe that the case has not been transferred. So if you are asking anybody or trying to say some people should stop bringing false news to the public, I think it should be both of them, not only Mr. Yomi. So because so many people see that, why are you just calling Yomi?
Can I ask a question?
But Supreme has said it too.
Just wait. Sazo, has Yomi ever brought false information to the public? Like maybe warrant arrest Wunmi that you suspect anytime, any day?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Has Supreme ever brought out any false information to the public that you know, anytime, any day?
To be honest, I don't know. I can't say she has ever brought any.
That is how an intelligent person operates. Somebody who has never lied to you, who has always been telling you things the way they are. Okay, tell me why you will have any reason to doubt them. You
Okay, so you
understand?
believe that what Supreme said is true, that the case
Yes.
has been
I
transferred.
believe the moment,
Okay.
Supreme, please, I believe the moment Supreme establishes, I have not really engaged her. I wanted to engage her. Chessman came up, told me to stop, which I will still find out. I will still do my own findings. When she come, I will try to. Somebody share this life to Supreme. Okay? Somebody please share this life to Supreme Iron Lady. All right? Share this life to her or Chessman or any of them. Share this life to her. I will want to have my own clarity on their side. But I'm somebody that, right? I do look at people's antecedent. There are some things. Look at that time. I was so mad at Thunderfire, right? When you went to my inbox and you wrote all those messages, Papariano, don't drag these people, these people, they're not. What did I do? Immediately I stopped dragging her. Until recently, when she went to bring IT Guy and African TV on her platform to be saying nasty things about me. 1 minute. Let 1 minute. Hear this. Okay. Do 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 do. And you see, and these guys sometimes, right, they are just shameless. Because how can you be saying some things, that in front of me, you can't even challenge me, stand me and say those things. Listen.
Disassemblement. Superiority. The saga started. Folks, I feel very...
First of all, I want to say, I feel sorry for the IT guy that is embarked on a journey that he may not like the end and the outcome of it. But if he's just, a liberal guy, I don't care, I have seen him saying, oh, I don't care about my age. Everybody on TikTok is made. Let's rub ourselves in the mud. I mean, the IT guy is very much welcome, into getting himself into the mud. There's a fun, all right? The sweet part of it is that everybody will laugh, right? But the other side of it is the humiliation and embarrassment that comes with it, like seeing some certain people at some certain level or age in life or with experience acting in a specific way. There's consequence to it. Sure you understand? So now, on this Thunderfire platform, you will see, let me just play you this. Listen to this and then you tell me what this means.
When you said, I want to be like you, I want to do what you're doing, I understand your point that you want to be a whistleblower, but when you study people, the language you use, it capitalized on that. It's like, wow, you want to be like me? Papariano is egotistic.
Sorry. Please, what did African TV say? I didn't hear very well. Can anybody tell me what he meant by? Is it egocentric, egoistic? Does he mean egoistic or egocentric? I just want to be clear of what he used here.
When you said, I want to be like you, I want to do what you're doing, I understand your point that you want to be a whistleblower, but when you study people, the language you use, it capitalized on that. It's like, wow, you want to be like me? Papariano is egotistic.
Egotistic? Okay, egoistic.
As good as he is, as intelligent as he is,
egotistic.
That's what I'm asking. Is egoistic or egotistic? I want to be sure. And I think we have
Papariano is the same thing.
Okay.
Egoistic and ego is the same thing about ego.
No, please wait. Pronounce the word. And I think we have the IT guy, the dictionary in the house. The IT guy, is this egoistic or egotistic? I just want to be clear of the word.
Egotistic, that's what he said.
The IT guy.
It doesn't really matter. Good morning, everyone. It doesn't matter which way he goes, whether he's egotistic or egoistic. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Fine. Good. Good. All right. We are good with that.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same meaning.
Yeah. So just wait. Just listen. I was on my platform. I joke with the IT guy. We had just a jovial conversation, like where I said, oh, what are you rendering in jail for him? He said, oh, he wants to be a whistleblower. And I just laughed. I said, oh, then it means, he said he wants to be like me. Okay. And I said, it means you want to unseat me now. You want to take my position. Like a joke. But I never knew like how such conversation can come up again. As if me and IT guy were dragging any supremacy or any superiority on what ground? How? Okay, I just joked about it. That you want to replace me. I will even be happy to have anybody replace me. But be sure that you can, you see everything I'm doing, be sure that you can go that far. You can go that deep. You can do everything. You can try to balance with everybody. I don't have issue with that. So it was a joke that I had with you, the IT guy on my platform, when I say that, when you say you want to be like me, when somebody say that they want to be like, when you say you want to be like me, I'll be asking you, like how? Like hosting in what way you want to be like me?
No, I'm not sure about this want to be like me thing. Why you keep saying that? Because you said something about if I wanted to take over from you, and I said, why would I want to? I'm not sure.
So how is that even a serious thing? The IT guy, how is that even a serious
thing? I mean, we just started the conversation really at that point in time. So, you know, but for what is worth.
Let's put that aside. Because we're not in any competition, please. I don't know.
This is a problem. I think
when I say you should be doing your live stream, I mean, do whatever you want to do, not to be competing with me or me competing with you.
Not even that. I think the point I'm trying to make. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Papariano. Yes. The point I'm trying to make is that you go live at different times as I will go live, and the thing is,
I'm able to do 24 hours. It's up to me. I can do 24 hours.
So mine is untimely. But now the problem I have is actually that there are certain things that happens on my platform that you are not privy to because you will probably not be online when I'm live. Now, so certain things will happen on my platform.
Papariano, sorry, the IT guy.
Yes.
1 minute.
You told him sorry and you went muted.
And I think that we all allowed to make claims. And when I made a claim that I was the one that actually started the disarmament of the underground movement, I put my hand to my chest because I know I did. I did a lot of shows. I shamed a lot of people. I got people talking. I actually kind of like engineered a process of how I understand the underground system. I put it out there. I had people coming to my DM. I fell out with Arifa. I fell out with Lagata. I fell out with, what's her name? Comfy. Everybody, even Isabella. So at the end of the day, my type of journalism is put a disclaimer in it and then get people to kind of think with the public. What do you think about
comment section? You attack the IT guy,
and it got people talking. And
you attack him, you get blocked. Make that clear. Comment section.
Oh, no, any of you, I mean,
just I don't pay attention. I will have an honest conversation with him, okay? And he's allowed to say things the way he wants to say it. And I, Papariano, I will always, he's an elderly man, okay, I give that to him, but I will always try to see how culture, morals, intelligence, everything can play together, okay? When I discuss, I mean, in my discussion, right? So please, if you have any ulterior motive, any hate, take it out of you. I understand every language. Your smile, please wait. This just wait, a disclaimer. Your smile, your negative smile, I understand what it means. Whatever you do, no, I understand sign language and will you be punished for that. So listen, you can come up and engage if you want. Otherwise, do not ridicule anybody. You do that when I'm trying to establish fact. You know, you will be the one that I will come against. And the IT guy, you just, you open the conversation one other time before, I think the last time that we spoke here. And I ignore, there are so many things you say sometimes, I ignore it. Okay, why do I ignore it? Is because me, I'm somebody who look into the heart. I don't look into the temporal changes, things that change. I look into someone's focus, someone's mate, their being. Your being is something, is your makeup, how you've carried yourself, how you have been going about life, which carries your antecedent mostly. Your being is mostly your antecedent, the life you've lived and the things you've covered and how you are. But there can be sudden challenges that can influence things, which I understand. And I've always said something, that even if I see you venting these days or whatever, I want to believe there are some people somewhere who are triggering you, and which I don't think that it's necessary that all those things should be happening, which I have condemned on my platform. And this is especially what happened between you and Supreme. I wasn't even aware until they told me that, hey, Supreme blocked the IT guy on his platform last year. Then later when I got it, I was crazy about those things. But let's put that aside now. When you say things like you disarmament, or you disarm, or you
I disassembled the underground movement,
exactly.
and I shamed everybody, and
I
put things out there that got the tongue wagging, people talking,
I want to talk about,
and everybody came out to speak their truth. I started that process.
That movement. Okay. Let me congratulate you for that. That's yes, and I don't want you to feel, because I see the way anti-justice resists you sometimes when you speak. And also, I've heard Ishak saying one day, oh, Papariano know IT guy is superior or is intelligent, this and that. I don't want you to have all those things in your head. I hope you don't have it in your head when you talk to me.
Look, Papariano, I need to make something clear.
All right.
You see, when I say things like that, when I saw that, you see, I do a lot of repost, but I think first before I repost. Yeah. When I saw that, I just flipped up and just ignored it, because he is ignorant. He is totally ignorant.
You mean Ishak?
Let's say, for instance, yeah, Ishak is ignorant. If Papariano or myself, Taiwo and Kenyide, then maybe you can start working things out to say one is more intelligent than the other because they were born of the same mom, almost few hours behind. Then I will actually pick up your argument and see that you're making sense. But if you want to stir things, you need to do it intelligently. Just like Comfy will do, just like Supreme will do. Supreme, you can unblock me and DM me, and I will respond to you just like a civil human being. But you don't go out there and start shading and start castigating me on your platform, cursing me on your platform. I can do the same, but because I'm more superior and more intelligent than you, I will not put myself in a process where we end up in the gutters. That's a message to her. She's done it. Do you know what she did in the last 24 hours? And she's likening that to your platform. She's relating her anger to your platform. What do you have to say about that?
Please, wait. I will not let you abuse Supreme on this platform. The same thing I do not let her do on my platform. You can go to your platform anywhere else and do that. Papariano will not stop you there. But on this place, because of my own integrity, okay, it's just like me opening my platform and bringing people here who are dragging you and saying nasty things about you. How would you see me? The same thing I was about to do about Thunderfire here. Okay? So now, I will say this, kindly manage your words. Do not use my platform to throw shade at Supreme. You can establish your fact.
Let me buttress. I'm not even going to mention her now, but what I'm trying to say to you, if she's shading me and she's openly calling me out and she's making reference to your platform, then you need to correct her.
How? Please.
She's making reference to your platform.
How?
So why don't you correct her?
Well, please,
because I said I started the disarmament as disassemblement of the underground system, right? And she's right, because I did not even know she was coming the last time. But the moment you started defending her, I knew I had to go. But little did I know that she was listening already. But I knew I had to go at that point.
You misunderstood what happened last time. That's right. You going was the wrong thing. I mean that wasn't correct, because we wanted to iron out things, which we will iron these things out right now. People listen to us. You see, IT gang, where credibility comes from my understanding, where public credibility comes is when you are able to hold your ground. You are able to convince people, give them a reason why they should say a cause to reason alongside you. What I'm doing here right now, why sometimes it seems like I'm controlling people, is because I'm trying my best to see what is the standard of the community, what is morally acceptable, illegally or culturally or religiously, and I try to play along these things because I will be able to win those people, because that is what they are devoted to. So I play by their game. So if me and you should do that, you are Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian. Okay? So now, you said that you started a movement of disassemblement, okay, in J4M. Please, can you mention one person you have disassembled, and let's look at how you did that? Please.
Now, Paparano, let's keep this simple. It got people talking. It got tongue wagging.
Have people been talking
And
before
people
then or
started.
not?
No, hold on,
Have they
hold
been
on, hold on,
talking
hold
before
on,
then or
hold on,
not?
hold on, hold on. Let me finish.
All right.
And people had no choice than to come out and say what the IT guy said is wrong. This is my own, and then this and that. People start antagonizing themselves, and all of a sudden, people start shaming and shading themselves. And I don't want to explain anything. If you've missed it, you've missed it. That's all I've got to say.
Can somebody please help me break down? I want somebody here. Asazo, please unmute yourself. Do you understand what the IT guy is trying to say? So that you will not be like I'm the only one who is not understanding. Sazo, please unmute your mic. No, I want somebody to try to explain to me what you understand. You know, sometimes when a teacher gives lecture, not everybody will understand because they may have a low IQ. So maybe you have a high IQ. Please help me explain to me what you understood from what the IT guy said. Go on.
Mr. Itiga, can you repeat yourself? I was not close anyway when he was talking. I was putting the cloth in the machine.
Now, subject to people's observation, when this whole thing started, just like players, we all say back home. I kind of sort of like sideline out of nowhere. I said Supreme Iron Lady versus Oloriebi. Do you remember that series? That series went on, and I started doing the versuses, started causing trouble. And then at some point, I reposted a particular audio of, I think, session. Then I put my pen to paper, and I came out and did a broadcast in English, the same broadcast in Yoruba. It further carried people trying to defend themselves, and then people started calling themselves out and all that kind of stuff. And that was a
one that boldly started calling people out, like for something, then people take it up.
But
like he was the one that started. Like,
was anybody ever calling anybody out before recently? I think it's either like 1 or 2 months ago,
now.
5 months ago, 3 months.
Yes, now
it
has been happening. Yes, sure.
So why is he saying he's the one that started it? In what way? I'm trying to understand. Like, what is the difference between how he's doing it and like what is the usual calling out people, challenging them? It's just like when I came out, I said 10 million. For example, now, when I came out, I said 10 million is missing from Mohbad account. Okay, Lagata has a login. Lagata has an access to the account. Gracie has an access to the account. Like, what do you call such? Is it part of what the IT guy was doing, or like it's something different? Like, if it were to session, is it provocative? Like, as in, what is the disassemblement? Because I found the IT guy apologizing to Arifa. They said IT guy apologized to Arifa. Okay, so I don't know. How can you disassemble somebody?
It all started from there, Paparano. You missed it because you weren't online when this thing was going on. Lagata sort of like showed his how can I discontent. The music pivot said did the same thing, and various other, including Comfy. Even Comfy came into my DM, and then we settled it just like two gentlemen will do. Even though she's a lady, and she's the one that was the only person that was man enough to actually approach me, and we did it in the DM. I apologized to her and we moved on. But Arifa took his own to a different level, decided to go into my profile, did a show for me, various other people, and Lagata's discontent, we finally settled it on your platform. So a lot happened. You weren't privy to it because you weren't online when I'm online. That's all I've got to say.
I don't want to put you on the spot or some certain position, the IT guy. I respect you a lot, but just be careful about, the way this whole thing is turning to be.
Look, Papariano, you know me. I speak my mind when I have to. And if there's a burning sensation up somewhere, I really wanted to open my platform this morning. But because I saw you live, I thought, let me just leave it. Whatever the case may be, IT guy will come up in that conversation. And if he does, I will come up. And if you look at this guy, MBTASA, who is engineer, he started now campaigning hate against me because I blocked his ass. I blocked his ass, and I know why I blocked his ass. And these are the kind of things you see. I may actually not even pay attention to anyone, but I will pay attention to this miscreant because I know what he did. He know what he did. Now that I've blocked him, we used to be friends. We used to have good conversation. He's now on your platform, shading me and throwing daggers and throwing stones.
I didn't see him doing that.
Those are the kind of things I
He won't do that. He will never do that.
No, he's done it. He's done it already. Scroll up. Where? You scroll up and see the nonsense he was talking about. Scroll up and see the rubbish he's been saying.
Engineer, you know you cannot do that here. If you have anything to say, you have to come up. Okay? You cannot do that here. You are a moderator now. You should just kick him out. I mean, just kick him out.
No, I don't do moderation on anybody's platform unless it's on my platform.
You didn't block me. You did not block me. I didn't even observe.
I did.
I did. I did observe.
Well, but check. I know the reason why.
Maybe on the other account, not on this, on the other account, on the other account.
Well, maybe I need to do it now if I haven't blocked you yet.
Yes, do it now.
Yeah, maybe I need to block you. No, I have blocked you. Check it, I've blocked you. Just because you're on this platform, you can see me. I blocked you a while back.
Yeah. You've been blocked too. You've been blocked. Yeah,
blocked
for sure you've been blocked.
Blocked from where?
From his account now. You cannot have access to his.
Well, I'm not
okay, but engineer, don't come and turn
when I decided to make up with Arifa and I went public as someone who is man enough. I went public and I dropped it out. You are the only person that put a silly comment like a child, and I deleted your comment and I blocked your ass.
You mean
Papa,
me?
can I say something?
Wait, no, please wait.
I think you mean me.
Emotions.
Well, I never.
Yes,
no,
I mean you. You went in there with a comment, and your comment was a snigger. I mean, why would you want to even do that? When I apologize to someone and I do it openly, just for us to move on, because obviously I triggered him. I triggered a lot of people when I started my campaign to actually destroy the underground. And every single show I did in there, you see the title is saying the underground system must be destroyed. And I did the best I can to get people talking, to get people defending themselves. He has absolutely nothing to do with you. But you can come into what I post and come with comments.
Engineer, wait, you don't have a joke. You're not the conversation in the place.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, sure. For me, I want to go deep into this destruction. Okay, I want to get into this destruction. Do you think there is still underground going on with Wumi team, with Baba team, and with our own team here? Do you think there is still underground or it's been destroyed?
The underground system will always exist. But one thing you can do with the underground system, when Fela Anikulapo Kuti was singing and he was exposing a lot of stuff, a lot of people who did not take him seriously then, look at the state of our country today. Was he lying at the time? It wasn't. So the underground system, you're
not allowed to laugh in this live stream. You have your last warning.
No, that's all she does. And I've warned her on various platforms. I'm not here for you.
And
I don't go anywhere near you.
Don't laugh, okay? You are not allowed to
she's used to it. It's fine.
Yes.
Papariano, that doesn't even bother me.
Yes.
That doesn't even bother me. So the underground system, the underground system is a system that is part of our democracy. The underground system is a system that...
Quick block.
Sami Jojo is okay.
Sami
Jojo is fine.
No. Hey. Quick block.
Me and Sami Jojo have made up.
No problem. It doesn't concern me. Quick block. Take him off here. Moderator, take him off. Please.
No. Papariano,
please continue, please.
So you've got the underground system is part of our democracy, and the certain things that kind of happens. There are a lot of narratives that we don't believe. They will say the imperial system is still in Nigeria. They're still subdividing us, and they are there to loan Boko Haram ammunition to make sure that the devil's agenda is fulfilled. And if you look at it, the underground system sometimes make and reshape things, sometimes in a positive or negative way. But whatever the case may be, the people that are close to us on this side, that are running the underground system and engaging the underground way, we can actually trouble them. We can trouble them and trouble their aficionados, trouble their friends and their followers. And if we can get them talking, Well, there's a way we all look at it. It's all different.
Yeah, the other guy, you should understand. Most of these things are not serious. You are bringing so much seriousness into this.
I am not serious when I'm doing it. I was joking when I was doing a lot of laughs. I was doing a lot of claps. So I wasn't
like
serious
a joke. Nothing comes out of
it.
it. What comes out of it, the other guy? What comes out of it?
Well,
All this underground.
A lot that came out of it. I'm happy with the results so far.
No. What I'm saying is all of those doing underground. Tell me one achievement have we gone forward? No, now. So you don't take those things serious.
Whether the problem we have on justice for Mohbad.
Immature about it.
No, Papariano.
Papa, can I say
The problem we have on justice for Mohbad is when
let
people
him clear himself. I want the IT guy to
let me
talk.
articulate myself, please. Let me articulate myself.
Yeah, which of
Rotimi, you will have your full time, please.
Rotimi, please. We are doing things at a high level, not at a low level. We are at a high level.
Now, if I'm unable to engage him and see his worries, if he goes to his platform and be doing his things right now, and then you guys you'll be the one to record him again and send to me. Why? People should stop recording the article and send it to me. Please. Don't do that.
So now that is interjected me. My line of I don't even know what I was trying to
the underground stuff. The underground.
Yeah, so this is it. So there is a bond between the hold on, Papariano. There is a connection and a bond between the underground system and the overground system. Now when the underground system goes wrong, is it not the overground system that exposes it? You see, when they are doing all their let's say evil deed and they are planning all their next move, they do it in the underground. Now, when it goes wrong, what do? They expose themselves, and then they expect people like us to open our platform and then start taking sides or start dissecting all the lies that is in there, who's telling the truth and who's not. Why can't they not do it on their platform and invite people to come there and they can tell their truth? Why can't Yomi Fabi and Aries open individual one of their platform, invite themselves and allow the public to listen to them? No, they will look for Papariano's platform. They will look for Oloriebi's platform. They will
Maybe that's why I'm on that
kind of platform.
That could be why I'm on that.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. The underground system is connected to the overground system. And in the overground, we do things with transparency.
I hope you have not disassembled me too. Have you been able to disassemble me?
No, you are okay. I don't even have any issue with you. The thing is, I will mention your name and you will mention my name. Anyone who doesn't like it can go to hell. It's as simple as that. There's nothing we can do about mentioning each other's name because when I even said it, I even put a disclaimer on it. I said this is in an open forum. We are on the overground. Everybody can hear us because we are live. So if I know I'm going to say something and I know it's live, why should I be worried? That's what I wanted to say at that time. But I even put a disclaimer on top of it that this is live.
Yes. Me too. I even said the IT guy, if he has any issue with me, he will confront me and tell me. He has never come to me here, confront me and say anything to my face because for me, that's what I would take serious. Let me say, for example, the IT guy, you have issues with me, you come to me right now and you say this thing to me. I swear to my living God, I will tell you my honest part of it. And after I tell you, I will try to see that it's justifiable. If I am wrong, I will apologize. But if I'm not wrong, and I see that this is like an attack on me, I will pass warning, and then I will attack back.
But you can see, Papariano, there is a way noble men engage. The moment I heard my name, I knew I had to come up because what you were talking about happened on Thunder Fire's platform. But as a noble man, I will have to just come and have a friendly conversation with you for anyone to actually know there are no bad intentions to it.
That's again. You see.
Yes.
There's a joking.
Can you see your sister down there? My Salo sister is saying she has.
Just wait.
Saza will have a problem.
Saza will speak. Okay, yeah, I will let Saza speak. I just want I want to see.
I'm laughing in Cantonese right now.
How you used to take things serious when you used to go to another platform before G4M. Like somebody who have known somebody, okay? Sometime you have known how they do. Just like when a recreation, like when I bring them up, most times I just let them speak. I go relax. All right? They drag me. Eric Quill has dragged me before. Sholake himself was one of my constant enemy. If I was a bad person, today me and Sholake will not be cool. But
Yeah, but
can we
that's
just
how you
let
know
them say
your
some
friends,
things?
Paparano. That's how you get to know your friends. You see,
Do you
if people
understand?
are
Let them
honest, if
speak.
they are honest, if
The
they are
only thing
honest
I
about
don't
what they are
like is
saying,
hate. The only
yeah,
thing I
but
don't
if they
like
are
is hate.
willing, no, no, listen, Paparano. If someone says something in all honesty somewhere else and they are ready to face you, they are your friends. Although you don't,
Exactly.
as you always say, you don't do friends, but if people don't like you, they will not be able to come back to you to say, I said it. See,
Yes.
that's the thing.
People, please, guys, like now there's one thing you said the ITGIN that okay, Yomi, Supreme, they can't settle their issues co-hosting and clearing whatever, but my platform would be like where they will be using. It's just like how you have Iran attacking US base in Iraq. Sorry, I mean, yeah, somewhere or in a Kuwait or somewhere, or, in the Middle East, and then that one responding that you are attacking my country, and they said no, we only attack US base. You are the one who gave US your base, right? And which is somehow justifiable as well. If US can through your base attack me, why can't I attack your own country? Because the attack is coming from your country. So I kind of understand those elements here. And for me, I have known where all these issues, all these problems were coming from. I never wanted all this because it will get myself involved.
You see the problem the problem we have on my platform, if I address anything to a Supreme and Yomi Fabi, I will put a closure to it and I won't bring it back. But the thing is, each time you bring it back, it seems as if you're swinging like a pendulum. 1 minute you're on this side, the other.
You mean me? I bring it back,
and you just keep swinging like a pendulum.
You mean
yes.
me? I bring it back. How? How do I bring it back? No.
Because you see, the thing is, I always say something. You remember when we had that conversation? And I laughed when you said something about you used to support Baba before. And I said, look, for as long as new information keep emerging, it will keep reshaping our mind. And if we want to be honest with ourselves, we can react to new information. We can react to more information. And then that way we can end up being neutral, which is difficult, or we can end up being balanced. And I'd like to be balanced. How do I
bring it back? How do I bring the same thing back and be like
you already having a banter with Southos already this morning. Yeah, you're already having a banter with Southos this morning, right? And she was right about a lot of things. Sometimes you ask Southos a question, and then you answer the question. You before she speaks, you've answered the question.
No, I may not see those
because she doesn't agree with you. Because she doesn't agree with you.
The IT guy, no, it's not because she doesn't agree with me. I want us to try to understand each other. Okay, can you please spot out anything which I am doing wrong? Let's spot it out, please. Let's cut.
Okay, let me see. It's not what you are doing wrong. It's just an observation. Yeah.
All right.
If, like I said, if I want to address issue about Yomi Fabi and Aries on my platform, and everybody have actually talked about it, I would want to leave it there and allow everybody to make up their mind about who's wrong or right. But I'm not going to bring the topic back on my platform again, because if you bring the thing onto your platform again, they are now talking about things moved to Abuja. We now don't actually know whether it's the entire case that is moved or the file that is moved and all that kind of stuff. So which side are you on? But if you stop talking about it, then you will allow them to speak about it themselves. Then we will have clarity on it. Sometimes we can over debate. But
look at my position here. Look at my position. And if I'm wrong, better it's good for you to know my position, and then you can unfold it. My position is this, right? I have seen, Yomi and Supreme, they are not new to me, right? They are not new to me. They have antecedent in J4M. But before I proceed first, I want to make you laugh. All right. People said Supreme chatted or speak with anti-justice. They have issues with that. I saw a shock. I don't know whether I saw a surprise. I saw something that shocked me. I didn't know whether it was an AI, because these days AI is taking over very quickly. Anything can happen. I saw you either a picture or a video with PS that a lot of people are calling anti-justice. Was that real or an AI?
Papariano, that's been on my profile for a long time. And I've now hidden every single thing that's got my photo, my video, and anything off my profile because of these miscreants. Now, when I met Pierce, if you look at the dates that everyone needs.
Okay, it's not an AI. It's not an AI, right? It's not an AI.
It was a picture that was taken off his phone. He gave the phone to his daughter. It was his daughter working in McDonald's. I took a photo of the IT guy and Pierce because I went to see him. And we decided to go to McDonald's to go and have a coffee. It's not AI, it's for real. But people are idle. People are just idle. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm here, let's say for instance, out of nowhere, I DM Lagata to say, oh, I'm in Deptford. This is the area you live. This is the IT guy. Can we have coffee? And he comes out and we go to a Nigerian restaurant and we take a photo. I will put it on my profile because I'm proud of it.
But do you know what is wrong with that? Do you know what is wrong with that?
Yes.
Though that is a good thing. But what is wrong with that is the opinion people have already formed.
That's the bit I don't give a toss about.
Thank you very much. That's
what makes me the IT guy.
Thank you very much.
I don't give a hoot about anybody's opinion.
People who are misjudging African TV because he spoke with Mama Mohbad. They got it wrong. They are wrong because they never know the purpose why.
And look, Papariano.
Going to do his own investigation.
Israel, hold on. Between Israel and Iran, who is American's friend?
It's obvious.
Look at it that way. So for what is worth, we are going to engage with the enemies, whether we like it or not. And if it happens, it happens. Anyone who doesn't like it, if it was done in the open and it's done, I don't have to justify it. I don't give a fuck.
You say we are going to engage with whom?
If I have to engage with Mama Mohbad and King White, and I do it openly, I don't give a fuck what anybody says about the interaction.
Can I ask a question? Have you ever WhatsApp or chatted Pierce?
Well, how did Pierce know my number if I didn't DM him? We DM'd on the Black app, and I gave him my number.
So not everything you discuss with him. Yeah, not everything you discuss with him is in the open, right?
What am I discussing with him?
Nobody will know.
Anyone, I can do the screenshot and send it to you. What is there? There's nothing to discuss.
Somebody have to come on. Somebody has. We need a new disassembler. We need somebody else.
There's nothing. I will publish the DM I had with him. I haven't deleted anything. I will put it out there and you will read it. There's nothing there. I just gave him my number. Why? First of all, hold on. First of all, it's a Nigerian. Second of all, it's a businessman like myself. Third of all, we live in the same area. And when we kind of like clicked, and he reached out to me and I said, oh, my brother, we can meet this weekend or wherever the case may be. I gave him my number. And then from there, we started interacting. And there is absolutely nothing to do with J4M in what we interact about. The first time I met this guy, he was talking about politics in Nigeria, talking about reinforcement of how we can galvanize the youth.
Can anybody see that as underground? Can anybody see that as underground? Can anybody call that underground?
We did not even talk about justice for Mohbad because it's a friend, it's an associate.
But
there is more to life. There's more to life than justice for Mohbad.
And I took the picture.
As soon as the picture was taken, less than an hour, the picture was online. So anyone who doesn't like it can go to hell. I don't care. It's as simple as that.
Can anybody call that underground?
Mr. IT guy.
Yes, I'm listening to you, Salzot.
Where I have problem with you is that you know some truth about some things, but you will use it to drag people about it. Why? For example,
and that's called whistleblowing now. It's called whistleblowing.
No, but that's not whistleblowing. Whistleblowing.
Oh no, what do you say?
Something is like, okay, for example, you were dragging Supreme because of talking to this guy,
King White.
King White. Yes, you were dragging Supreme because of she was thinking to remove Adura from King White, but which is the fact. Everybody felt that way. Even me, I felt it that King White is actually the one stopping Adura from talking, maybe saying the truth. So maybe removal Adura from King White might be way, for Adura to talk.
Hold on, Salzot.
Wait, let me finish my point. Then you will come in, please.
Okay.
Then why now? Because you are not having it with Supreme.
Daddy don't know to do it.
Carry on, light.
You see, this is the thing. When something is already in the public place. There's nothing we can do about it. People debate about it and people they will be divided by it. And my opinion about it is my opinion about it. Yeah. First of all, none of us is related to the family. Second of all, none of us have got a badge to say we can do private investigation into the matter. None of us will engage with the police to say we've got something we'll bring into you. So what they're doing, and I said it, when Supreme was engaging with King White, she wasn't hiding it. She says it. Not many people believe it, but who gives a hoot anyway? Who cares? If you go and engage with Temi's platform, well, they will shame you, they will drop you, they will throw you out into the gutters, and then you'll find yourself, you go back again, they keep doing the same thing to you. And then you can go to MFM's platform, use that to enter King White, or well, it doesn't matter how you do it. World, we're going to engage with people in the underground. If you look at people who are siphoning crude oil in Nigeria, the juntas are there, the kings are there, the kings makers are there. Everybody is getting their money out of it. If you Shell goes in there and various other international BP goes in there, and they want to negotiate, you need those guys on the ground. You need to engage with the devil before you can get through to
correct
to salvation.
Yes. Salzo says something that you know that something is just the right thing to do. But because you have issues with the person, you will not turn it into negative.
No. Because I want to dissect it my way. Talk about Papariano. I don't have issues with you. Do I have issues with you?
I don't think so.
And I talk about you. Do I have issues with the, what's it called? African television. Yesterday, even, what's his name? What's his name again? Aristocrat attacked me on Thunderfire's platform yesterday to say that I have something against African TV. How do you make that one up? Because I speak my mind about the man, then I have something against him.
No. They had to get this way. Okay. Because Supreme went to chat King White, from your understanding, from your own words and understanding, do you think that has done any big damage to J4M? Like, did that destroy is that, wait, just please wait, I want to put my questions together. Okay, one, is that the reason why we don't have the right toxicology and autopsy? One, is that the reason why police are not doing their forensic and what they're supposed to do? So, to what effect does ordinary Supreme, through chats, trying to do her own findings or chatting King White, how does that affect Mohbad in the morgue? Or how does that change or affect the hand of investigating this case? How does that destroy justice? Go on.
Yeah, thanks for the question. Supreme engaging with King White, obviously looking for something that she never got. When she did not get it, she jumped into bed with, what's his name, with Yomi Fabi. And then they start engineering a process. If King White is not going to give us what we want, we're going to detach him from Adura, and we're going to get into Adura, and we're going to do it at all costs, whether we break the law or not. That is wrong.
Okay, now let's come back.
That will impact justice for Mohbad in a very negative way. No, let me finish. You finish before I started. It will now impact justice for Mohbad in a very, very bad negative way. Why? Because these people are followers that believe in them. They have fellowship and followership that believe in them. Look at the population on this black app of people that follow Supreme and Wumi. Now, Yomi Fabi, now that they've actually done what they did, where do you want people to start now? Where do you want the public to start from now? Because we believe in you guys to be doing the right thing, and you messed everything up. I yield my mic.
Great. And that's again. You know how we do it now. We always try to check each other morally, and then we come back to the case. The other thing, if let's say there exists two groups of people, one group of persons, they paid money to the police, okay, not to investigate a particular criminal case because their person, okay, will be caught, will be exposed if the case is investigated. And another group of people, they paid money to the police, insist that the police should investigate that case so that whoever has committed a crime be caught. Between these two people, who do you think is better? I can rephrase it if it was not clear. Should I rephrase it? Dirty guy, you there?
Papariano, I didn't actually realize I was muted. Yeah, just summarize it again. Just break it into two again.
So what I say is, I say there exist two group of people. One group of people, okay, the two group of people are involved in a case. So one group of people or persons, they paid money to the police not to investigate the case, because if the case is investigated, their friend, their family, or they know that the evidence will come out and it will not be good looking to their friend or to their loved one. So they paid money to the police not to even do anything. Why the other group of people wanted police to investigate? Police did not have fuel in their car. They did not have anything because of circumstances. And they said, we want to do, but we don't have the means. Okay, if you support us, we will do this. We will investigate the case. And then this group of people, they now enable the police by paying them money so that they can go on by doing investigation, which is to clear people of the situation, whether there's going to be a suspect or not. Between these two group of people paying, like, which is better between both of them?
No, they all have their brains descending into the pits of hell.
How?
What is wrong, right? I believe in process, and if a process is something you try and it hasn't, look at what happened to Prime Boy. How do you think about what that guy went through and how he managed to tackle the police and how they eventually had to let him go? Now, if you think about that, that is what we should be doing. We need to find a process, understand the judicial process, follow due process. And then if we did, we then have a catalog of what we've done right, which is in the Constitution. That's our constitutional right. And if the police did nothing about it, then we can go to Punch newspaper, any other newspaper, and put a publication in there and expose them. That is what we should do.
The guy, let's say fire is burning a house and you approach maybe a government firefighters to go quench the fire. They said they don't have fuel to go do it. Okay. Then you give them fuel to enable them. Have you done a wrong thing?
Look, I will focus on my insurance. I get my family to safety and I will leave the fire department alone. I am not going to enable corruption and I'm not going to enable any form of deficiency that is in a particular government department. And when the whole thing itself, when the whole thing itself is taking its course, again, I will put a publication in the Punch to expose them, expose the government, and get them to do the right thing.
Okay. For about 2 years now, you've been doing that. Have you done the right thing?
I have done what I want to do and what pleases me and what makes me go to bed at night. And anybody who doesn't like it, I can't help them.
Okay. No problem. But the IT guy, you see, the fact of the matter is this, which we must recognize. Okay. We may be fueled by whatsoever situation, by whatever, that is triggering. We may be triggered or influenced by whatsoever. But we have to come back. Ricardo Prince, you can come up. If you want to have a contribution into this, I will entertain you. Okay, please come up. If you want to have a contribution. Please. Very wicked lady. I will not entertain you right now. I don't know what you want to discuss. There's no fight here. Don't always want to fight. Whenever there's a fight, you want to come up and fight. Don't do that with me. Okay? I don't want to have banter with you. You should see how much I'm trying my best to balance with everybody. Not every time that there's a fight is when you want to come. I'm bigger than some certain things, and I don't want to, okay, do some certain things, right? That's how I carry myself. Now, the IT guy. I am craving your indulgence. Are you saying that there is difference between that somebody who is paying for the right thing to be done and another person who is paying for a bad thing to be done? We can see clearly here that anywhere in the world, for something to be established good or bad is the intent. The intent. Without you establishing a bad intent, you can never make a conclusion that something is criminal, is bad. There must always be an intent that you must establish. If I have an intention, if I see that, let's say for example now, like I told you, a firefighter that's supposed to be run by the government, that's supposed to be paid by the government, wants to go quench a fire somewhere, and maybe they don't have, some means, and maybe I live close to them, and they want means, I will support them. Though I'm not supposed to do that, it's duty of the government. But the intent is clear. My intent is clear. My intent is for the right thing to be achieved, the right result. When I brought Supreme here, and I asked him about that, this is what she said. That she never planned about having Adura arrested or whatsoever. Yomi is the one who is in the case. Like we all know the 3 seconds case. Yomi has case with Adura and King White. One, they came to his conference. They came to distort things. And also, Adura was, against justice. So Yomi had to do a petition. Yomi needed Adura to be investigated. And Yomi did this petitioning. Adura was arrested without even the knowledge of Supreme. Adura was arrested by Yomi. Then now, Yomi needed assistance to mobilize the police, according to him. That, okay, they want to file to the courts because it is only the court that can extend someone's detention. Adura was already arrested. All right? So then Yomi felt like, this King White must be separated from Adura. That was the goal. All right? Now, if Adura is detained, or if Adura can be detained and be investigated for 2 weeks without any other person there, Adura will confess. That was the goal. Okay? So Yomi came now that, okay, they need to influence, they need to enable the police to file an extension demand to the court. And when you file to the court, it's just like through a legal process. When you file to the court a legal fee, the court have to approve the extension before it will ever be done. They did not directly pay police to detain Adura. That would be wrong. The demand was an extension fee for the legal team to apply to the court. Police cannot directly detain anybody more than 48 hours. They will sue the IG, and the IG will dismiss that police. That is risky. That is risky. No policeman want to do so. That is why they said that they want to fight to the court. Anyway, even with the influence, it would have still gone through the right procedure. Court must see what Adura has done for court to give that extension. In other ways, it was still like they wasted money. That's why I asked Yomi when Yomi was. I said, Yomi, is it the policeman who told you they needed that money? I said, Yomi, what if the policeman played you, was lying, played you? I said, why didn't you checkmate the policeman? I said, Yomi, whether you like it or not, you pay money to the police. It's not supposed to be so. It's wrong. Though I understand the intent, you guys meant well to go through that process. But price of paying money to the police to do their job is a very wrong thing. But again, as a Nigerian who live here in Lagos, who live in Nigeria, Nigeria is not perfect yet. It's not like some of these Western countries. When you have something doing here in Nigeria, believe me, whether I like it or not, there are some procedures that the country that we have come to find ourselves into and that those things became normal, even when they are abnormal everywhere in the world, it becomes normal here. So when I see anybody doing those things, what I want to establish is intent. Corona inquest, for example, people bought fuel and generator to Corona inquest. Is that a good thing? They did so. When Spending spoke and fainted, they said because there was so much heat, there was no light. What would you call that? They wanted to enable the inquest. Not because they want to destroy justice. Plus, the intent was not bad. That is where I had issue with Thunder Fire. I say, come, we all understand, we condemn this act. But that doesn't make them anti-justice. Because they are not destroying any evidence. Their intent was so clear and clean. They didn't pay money to police to outright.
Papariano.
So what can't you understand here?
There can never be any justification in the act of desperation for you to show your intent to be negative or positive. Now, the bottom line at the end of the day is...
What are you saying?
If the system has failed...
There must be justification to show your intent.
No. If the system has failed...
What do you say? What do you say if somebody come to me, okay, wants to kill me and I shoot them? I have done killing. Killing is wrong, but I can justify my killing. My intent is to defend myself. There can be justification for acts.
Let me not sway away from your narration. You said something about now. Who was the one that went public and mentioned with their hand to their chest that they wanted to separate King White from Adura? Who actually said it in public?
No, they've been saying that all the time.
No, who actually said it in that conversation of Oloriebi being there, Supreme being there, and Yomi being there? Who actually said we must separate Adura from King White? Who said it?
I'm trying to get you clearly.
Mr. IT guy, all of us now, because remember when they went to the conference, the way they misbehaved.
Who said it? Do you know who said it? It's a question.
Okay, me.
Everybody was talking about it. It was public advice.
But do you know who said it? Who actually voiced it out, Southern?
It's not Supreme.
So many people.
You need to go back to that conversation and someone put their hand to their chest and say, the reason why I did it is that King White must be separated from Adura. Go back. I'm not going to mention the name. Go back again.
I tell you what, Supreme.
You go back to the show again, and when you get the information, DM me.
Shanta, please wait. Shanta, please wait. IT guy is not getting us. What we are saying is this, right?
I'm getting you. You don't want to see. The thing is, when you don't want to address something, you just brush it aside and say, "IT guy is not getting you."
I didn't brush
you are
aside.
not answering my question.
No, I didn't brush aside.
Someone said it in that conversation.
No problem.
One of us said it in that conversation that Adura must be separated from King White.
The IT guy, look at the difference. The difference is here. The difference is this, right? What we are saying is this, right?
When you go back to the show, you will find out who said it.
We are saying this idea of separating Adura from King White, the idea is not coming from Supreme.
You can't take the laws into your hands. What are you going to achieve by separating people? Because you want to get a rogue information. You want to get a rogue information of Adura. The information they want to get off Adura,
guys,
they haven't got it, and they will never get it. They will never get it.
In a moral ground. And we can now see that we are saying something. I get with you in the convention between Supreme, Yomi, and Oloriebi. Supreme beat his chest that the reason his goal or her goal was to separate Adura from King White. Yes, but the idea was not coming from her. It was already.
Does she have the right to even say that or even engineer it? Does she have the right to do that?
Yes, she has.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't in any way whatsoever.
Look at her.
You are not a private investigator. You are not working for the police. You don't have anything to bring to the table. You want to do something unjustifiable, something unconstitutional. And you are telling me that she has a right to do it.
How is that against justice?
She is going to hamper justice. Nobody's going to trust Supreme and Yomi Fabiyi anymore on this black app. Who do you want them to trust?
Okay, if nobody trusts them any longer, how does that
arguing
affect
the wrong
justice?
way, just stop one-sided argument. We know you're supporting Supreme, so just carry on supporting Supreme. Change the subject to something else. You're always going to be on Supreme
No,
side.
No, because she's right. She's right. And you are wrong.
Papariano,
If you are thinking, wait,
Papariano, it's okay.
please, stand up, please. If you are thinking that somebody who is making an attempt,
it's not a courtroom, and you don't have the right to tell me whether I'm wrong or right in an argument.
But we can be wrong and
take
right.
yours with you. I will take mine with mine, because I will never tell you you are wrong. That is something I've never said on this Justice for Mohbad. It's my opinion. If you don't like it, leave it.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
We at some point in time, when we hear each other, we make correction to each other. We do that. You correct me, I correct you, right? And I'm saying at this particular issue, saying that this is unconstitutional, you are taking it too far. They have not.
I am not taking it too far. You see, when someone is trying to do something wrong and they didn't succeed, they try to do something else wrong, they didn't succeed, and then after a while we got 10 wrongs.
What was the wrong thing they were doing?
At the same time, you now want to justify that into one right, that they are doing the right thing.
Doing what?
They are doing the right thing. Are they doing the right thing?
Can I ask a question? When we are saying that Gurexi should be separated from Baba Mohbad, aren't we saying that in the public?
Who gives a toss? Who gives a toss? Baba Mohbad is not complaining to you. Who gives a hoot about it? After you guys dissected all this and you did it for months, what did you achieve from it? Is Gurexi still not with Baba?
That's not somebody else to separate them.
Let them get on with their lives. Nothing to do with any one of us.
No, you see,
if Gurexi beats Papa to pub and Baba comes public and tell you he's not touching him, what is your problem?
The IT guy, okay. If this is a serious issue for you, you feel like, I mean, them trying to pay money to the police, it's done so many big damage. I will implore you to be on that journey and see the outcome of what you want to achieve through it. Okay, do not
it
stop.
Works for you if you want to champion. Mago in our system. If you want to look at a process in the system that's undignified and unacceptable, and you want to champion it, it's
the
up
only
to you.
thing bad that I'm saying right now that you don't understand, I said I understand their intent that Abdullah should be investigated. Do you understand that or not?
Well, you're actually not saying you agree that their intentions in its entirety was wrong.
No, please get something clear. I said that their act for enabling the police is wrong. You don't bribe police.
Everything from beginning to end is wrong.
What is called intent?
Is wrong.
What is intent?
Everything they did in its entirety is wrong. I don't care about their intentions.
What do they call intent? What is intention?
Well, look, intention is what you have prior to an action. Right? You have an intention. You intend doing something. At that point in time, it can fizzle away. If you think about it and you realize it's wrong, you can decide not to do it. But if you decide to then procure and carry it out, then it becomes an action.
That's good. So what was their intention for bribing the police?
Their intention for bribing the police is to tie Adora's balls to the pole and get him to give them their own confession, the confession they want. That is what they want to get from Adora. That is their intention.
Wow. So what you are saying is this, that Supreme and Yomi, they were trying to see that Adora is tied down, and what Adora
tie his balls and get him to tell them what they want to hear.
How are you sure it's what they want to hear?
That was their intention, because if you want to do something judiciously, all you need to do is go to the court. If Adora is released, go to the court. If the court actually believes that what you're trying to do, there's any substance to it, then they issue you what is correct, and then they bring Adora back. And then went to the police, do something against our constitution, and you actually want the police to tie him down for 15 days.
Police, you're not getting it. Police can't tie anybody down. It is the courts that tie people down.
But that is what they wanted to do.
No. They wanted, it's a legal fee.
They failed. 1.1 million. Where did 1.1 million go? Papariano? You need to stop talking about.
Let's make something clear. I have a different platform from you. You can't stop me from talking about things I want to talk about on my platform. That's why I said you have a platform. You can do whatever you want to do there.
It's okay.
Exactly.
But when you are having a conversation with your guest, and you don't want them to speak the way they want to speak, it's clear that you are one-sided.
I don't want who to speak.
You are one-sided.
I don't want who to speak the way they want to speak. I don't want to speak with it. These guys are going judiciously. They are going through the courts for a legal fee, and they are going through the police. Only police will investigate Adura. Who will investigate Adura? Is it Supreme or Yomi? It's not the police. That's the right way to go. To go to police investigation and through the court. So, and that's why I'm saying that, like, the fight between you and them, right, has gotten over you, that you cannot even understand. Whatever good about these people, right, you just eliminate anything good about these people, and all you want to see is like whatever that helps you to fight.
Papariano, if you can convince the public that it was right for them to put 1.1 million together to bribe the police, then yes. If you can convince everybody listening that they did the right thing to want to bribe the police, then I will start having a proper conversation.
Yes, I want to. Yes, I want to.
But if you can't convince the public,
I want to convince the public.
I'm sorry.
Yes, public. I want to convince you, like the IT guys. So please listen to me, public. Okay. Here is Nigeria. Okay. There is rules and regulation in this country. The police are government employees. The government pays them. It is not a good act. It is not a good act to pay the police for your own favor. But if the police needed to be enabled, let's say, for example, police approaches you, please give us your car, okay? Or we want to go out for an operation. The government has not given us fuel, and criminality is increasing. If you, the community, can support in whatever way, we will do the right thing. The reason why the right thing is not being done is because we are shortage of resources. Here in Nigeria, we have good mind. Nigerians do support in those situations. That's why I'm asking, is it the police that genuinely requested for this money, or Supreme wanted to siphon money from the public? No. According to Yomi, it was the police. And if the police, they are the ones that are in charge of the case. I don't know how they became shortage of resources. If they are shortage of resources genuinely, and they ask in order for them to do the right thing, as long as what police will be doing is the right thing, I don't have issues with anybody enabling the police. Though enabling is a wrong act, it's a wrong thing. But as long as you are not enabling the police to do the wrong thing, we are good to go. Because how about people who are enabling the police not to investigate at all, to boycott investigation? Giving the police wine, this person is our person, please free this person now, please don't detain this person. There are people, once their people are arrested, they will go in there and pay the police not to investigate their people. Those ones are the worst. Their intent is bad. Their intent is to stop the job of the police. But these people's intent was to enable the police to do their job.
Is it right for us to bribe the police to do an evil deed? Is it right to bribe the police to do something?
IT guy, you get my point? If you bribe the police to do an evil thing, it's wrong. But if you pay the police to do a right thing, that's the difference. It's a two different thing.
What's your interpretation of what Yomi, Fabi, and Supreme did? Oh yeah,
yes.
Oh yeah.
My interpretation, as I've always said again,
yeah.
Supreme and Yomi Fabi, they have a very good intention in that case to see that Adura is well investigated. And the only way you can be well investigated is when the police have you in their custody, asking you questions upon question with extension. So for them to have suggested or come out with an idea that, okay, let Adura's detention be extended through the legal process. Because according to Supreme, she said she was told that this was going to be a legal fee. And I asked her, I said, Supreme, you are paying for a legal fee of a government organization? And then she realized that, oh, in the beginning, she might not know that was
after the deed, after she was caught out. Is that when she realized?
Yes.
When she got caught out?
Yes. No, not caught out. After she was arguing even with me that no, it is not a bad thing. That I only paid for legal fee. I was told legal fee, and I told her that you can pay for the legal fee of your own privately employed lawyer.
A bribe that she gave the police. Why did
You
you
say
not
what?
tell them that it was a bribe?
You said
It was a bribe to distort the course of justice.
what is cost of justice, please?
The course of justice. You see, if you manipulate the system and you want to obtain information forcibly from a member of the public to your own suit, that is criminal. They want Adura to confess to whatever the confession they want is exactly what they want.
Aristocrat, I know you and Supreme are fighting, so don't even think whatever you write will make sense right now, Aristocrat. I know you are fighting Supreme, and you can keep fighting as well. Okay? So, that is not even anything.
Taking white out.
You guys want to, be in the mud. You guys shouldn't bring those things close to me.
Hold on, Papariano.
Yes.
If they detach King White away from Adura, they have full access to Adura, 15 days to grill him, 15 days to grill him unconstitutionally against his human and his civil rights.
Okay.
Just because they want him to say certain. You know what happened when Yeye Kudi and Bossman decided to go and get spending, fooled them into thinking they've got a confession. Where's the confession till today? I rest my mic.
Okay, yes. Aristocrat, you'll be muted, okay? I don't know why you are fighting so hard. Please, be muted a little bit. Relax, chillax, okay? Unless for anybody who doesn't understand how Nigeria works,